Door from the My Spirit. Here by request, I am answering a question that I've had from a few people. What is it that I need to bring when I do tarot card readings at events? So, to begin with, always your tarot cards. And today's a very slow day. I've hardly had any clients today, any seekers. I think everybody's at the beach. It's the first day of spring and it feels like summer right now. It's beautiful. So I'm going to take advantage of the time. And let's see. I'm not going to record you. Just your feet. Bye. See you next time. Bye. It's one of my regulars here. So what you need is your tarot cards. What I bring is two. Always bring a backup, whether it's the same one or whatever, because you never know, you might lose a card, people might not like it, but just by my own suggestion is that you should bring a writer's weight, some type of a version of it, because most people expect to see that. And I do use the Gil Tarot, my beloved Gil Tarot, and I use that one the majority of the time. Crystals, I use tons of crystals and they're optional. And let me see, I do use life coaching for life path and other types of readings. I also use this Answer Simple for the closing. This is, I've had this one forever. It's where I used to keep my Gil Tarot, and I still do. And also with, I keep also my Healing Cards by Eunice Segal. And in also a little pouch where I put all these rocks, crystals, some kind of a tooth that I found, and just put it that was something special that I found. Some rocks that I've gotten in different locations that I've gone to represent Earth. Then I have this owl with crystals and a golden feather to represent air. I have this candle, electronic candle to represent fire. And I have a shell bracelet to represent, and different little tiny shells to represent water. And this round reflective metal dish for spirit. And I do keep flowers. Usually I use those Day of the Dead, but I use them all the time, and they're my favorite ones. And those are extra. You know, you don't need to have all that. I usually use these candles when I work at night in the outside events. I also have, if you see up there, there's papers clips. Those clips light up also. And up here I have a fan with a light, so that light will shine down into the cards when I work at night. The other oracles that I use are Doreen Virtue's, don't say anything about Doreen Virtue, but the cards work, so they're excellent. It's the Archangel Gabriel's cards. These are excellent for students, people having problems at work, questions about work, what to do about life, maybe training, problems. Mostly I use it for problems at work, and they're excellent for those type of readings. The next two are Colette Baron Reid's Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, and also Doreen Virtue's Saints and Angels. And these two do the same type of readings, exactly the same thing. So I let people pick them. They've never picked the Doreen Virtue. It's only the Colette Baron Reid one. The next one is Earth Magic by Stephen D. Farmer. I use that in conjunction with my tarots for relationships of married couples, committed couples, and that type of thing. The next one is Oracle of the Mermaids for the single looking for love, and single looking for love for the brokenhearted is Eunice Segal, Healing Yourself. Okay, this is a little sticker of Che Guevara that I found here a long time ago, and I just kept it there. Also, these crystals, I sell these. Most of the time I give them away if I feel that they need some type of healing. This is the one that I use the most for the brokenhearted. I have a fancy jasper on one side. It's like a wired heart. So one side is a fancy jasper for healing of the heart, and the other side is a rose quartz for attracting love. Okay. I have carnelianite, which is a lot. Usually a citrine with a shell. Aquamarine for those traveling in boats here because we're near the ocean and military and all that nearby. Protection stones. And all of these stones, I also have aventurine, which is one of the lucky stones of all. I have fertility ones and everything. So these are charged by the sun, the moon, the ocean, and they are made with intention as you wire them. So they must be done by hand. So they're hard to do. But most of the time I give them away for those who really need it. And then people buy them to give them to whoever they need to give them to. Always make sure you have your business cards. I have my extra ones right over here if they need you for events, private readings, and things like that. I usually don't put my phone number on there. Just those are the two ways I can be contacted. I also suggest that you do bring water and tea. I have lemon tea, sugar-free, with ice in here. And this container keeps water cold and icy cold for 2 days. So when I finish it, there's still ice in here. I just refill it with water and have those little packets with lemonade, like with electrolytes. Okay. And if I go to the other side, I have my big fan for the hot days, portable. I always have an extra thing of water to refill the other one. I always bring a towel because sometimes you're hot, you're sweaty, or drop things or whatever. It's important that you bring a towel with you. And this is the suitcase where I keep everything. This is the little tent that I have. It's a 4x6. This is an extra stool that I have down here, and I'll tell you about this. This is for next month, Barrio. Here at Barrio Logan, it will be Selena themed. I'll just put that aside. But I always keep this extra stool on the side. This is where the client seeker sits. I only keep one there because sometimes people come with, it's friends that come, and then I'll give them that extra stool. But most of the time, you'll get people that have a husband, a spouse, a partner. And I don't do couple readings, and a lot of people are not comfortable with their partners, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends listening to their readings. So I only bring out that extra stool only if I feel like it's two friends that really, one's bringing the other one type of thing. And I sit on this big director's chair. It holds about 400 pounds. Sometimes I get customers that are not comfortable on the stools, or they might be a little bit on the heavier side, and I can give them my chair, and then I'll use that extra stool, this little extra stool, while they use the other director's chair. It's easy to fold and unfold. I don't know if I already told you, you have to make sure you bring, really important, hand cream, breath mints, or gum, whatever you can get your hands on, and a chapstick. Carmex is the best one because a lot of chapsticks give you that little white stuff on from talking so much on the corners. Carmex is the best one that doesn't do that to you. Okay? And for right now, it looks like that's pretty much it. This table is 4x2. I don't like it any bigger than it being too far from the client that I'm reading cards for. And I don't want to go the table any bigger than 4 feet. I have this one is not my velvet because I washed my black velvet one, so this is just a regular black flannel, I think. And then I have this kind of a fabric on the bottom. It's kind of like a loteria. And the black on top, as usual. For right now, the only thing that's missing is I got a crystal from Tarot Yogi, from some cards that I bought from her. And I meant to bring it and put the crystal right here, but I totally forgot to. But I'll show it to you in the next video that I do, showing the cards that I bought from her. They're called, it's the Marigold Tarot, which I'm planning to use on Day of the Dead later this year. And that is pretty much it. I pretty much answered all those questions. I don't know if I showed you I've been talking forever. I've done this video 4 times, but I keep getting interrupted, or I don't record it. And I thought I wasn't recording. So I have that. I don't know if I talked about the Aztec warrior up there with the Aztec princess that I have here. And I don't know if I told it, I just kind of move it around wherever it gets hot. And I think that is it. I don't even know what I just said this whole video because I've done it 4 times. Alright then, I hope you enjoyed it and answered all your questions. And you have a great day. Great sunny day. Bye bye.